Welcome to Realty Check, the podcast about the real lives of agents, lenders, and moms who do it all.
We're here for the honest conversations behind the business, the family, and everything in between. Let's get into it.
Well, hey!
What's up, my friend?
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. So we are hiding in my car right now in my driveway because, you know, this is episode number 10.
Mm-hmm,
so
it sure is.
We've done 12 episodes, but 2 of them were interviews, and so we're calling those like extras. And so this is our 10th episode, and it was episode number 5 that the world was really on fire, and we like needed to take a deep breath and like decompress. And so when we were talking about what to do for episode 10, I was like, you know what? I really liked just chatting.
Yeah.
And so I thought it could be a great gab sesh day where we could just chat, just be 2 girlfriends and
you know me, I have a hard time talking. You know, it's not like I'm a yapper or anything. So when she's mentioned this, I was like, oh yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, for sure. And then now we're hiding in my car, which is my brand new car, which is fun too.
I know. I was like, who are we? I felt like what's that Jerry Seinfeld show?
Oh, yeah,
where, he drove around people.
Driving with comedians or something.
Yeah,
is
that
is
one.
Yeah,
that's how I felt when you asked me to do this. I was like,
sure.
yeah, we're cool. We're cool like that.
And the video fits in the car.
Heck yeah, it does.
We've got our drinks. We are good to go.
This might sound really weird, but since I'm backed up so far, I feel like I have a really small head.
I am pretty close to it.
No,
now,
don't worry. It's okay. I do have a small head. It's just, I mean, a big head energy, but small head physically.
It's okay. I look like I'm balding because I didn't wash my hair this morning, so it's all slicked back. And
Man.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, I know we're going to be yapping this whole time, but still. Crying? Thriving? What's going on, my friend?
Oh, God. I guess, yes. I mean, we'll just get into it since this whole episode is just going to be pretty much a giant crying or thriving.
Yeah.
But I think the last episode I chatted about how my son was sick over spring break and they were like, it's probably a sinus infection. They gave him some, because they couldn't figure out what else it was. And so they gave him some antibiotics. And so he's finally on the mend. He's finally doing great. And then my husband came home from work early. In fact, it was the last day that we recorded.
Yeah.
And we had just finished recording, and I hear the garage door open. I'm like, Michael, like, you're not supposed to be here at home yet. Like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I don't feel well. And so he went into bed, and he was in bed for 2 days, could not eat, could not sleep, whole nights of not sleeping. Finally sent him to the doctor on Saturday because he was like, I don't want to pay to do, the emergency room or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, well, at this point,
and you said he doesn't usually have the man flu, right?
No, he doesn't. And so I was sleeping on the couch at this point because I'm like, I don't want whatever you have. And so
Love you, but stay away.
I'm sleeping on the couch and I just hear, whoa, from the bedroom in the middle of the night. I texted you. I was like, Colin from Secret Garden?
I was cackling when you sent me that text.
That was essentially my husband. And I'd be like, not only am I getting up for my kids, but I'm now getting up to figure out why my husband is moaning. And is he dying on me?
And your daughter wasn't feeling good.
And she also was not feeling well. And so, between the 2 of them and sleeping on the couch, I'm like, this is awful. But we got him to the doctor on Saturday, and he tested positive for strep. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, super contagious. I think in our last episode, we were also talking about how strep is going around at the school right now. So now I'm curious, because he had a lot of Jackson and Michael's symptoms were not strep related. Mm-hmm. They were both really congested. Both of them said so much head pressure, behind the eyes and the head, and just things that are not typically strep.
Yeah.
Strep was the one thing that Jackson did not get tested for. And so once Michael was tested positive for strep, and we realized that their symptoms were the same. Now it's kind of that linger, and that the antibiotics got rid of whatever was bothering Jackson. I was like, oh, maybe he did have strep.
He might have.
I mean, he wasn't complaining. Like, the whole thing, though, is he wasn't complaining about his throat. So I wonder if you can, like, I don't know if that would be a carrier or a sleeper cell, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. But where, like, you have all the other symptoms, but not the sore throat.
I mean, it has been making its round in the neighborhood, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you know multiple people who have had strep?
Yeah.
And she's locked in a car with me right now.
I know.
In very close quarters.
I am.
And
I willfully came here again after I just saw them on Friday.
I know. and I told her. I mean, I was like, I feel fine, but, you know, it could be coming. Maybe I'm the carrier. Maybe I just like...
You know, I just rubbed some dirt on it. You know, I drank out of a hose growing up. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't get sick that often, so...
Those are the last time that you said... You like to say this. And then the last time you said that, 2 days later, you're like, I'm going in for a strep test. I don't feel good.
And I didn't have strep.
You didn't, but you also didn't feel well, so...
No. And my throat did hurt. Funny enough.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? On Friday, so your husband came home, and after we're done recording, I was like, can I stay here and work real fast? And so I was like working on my computer, and I started like just, you know, griping about everything and anything. And I'm complaining to a man. I'm like, blah, 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 this person, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just in a complaining mood. And then I get up from my chair and I look and I notice that Michael was right there on the couch and he like had heard me. I was you know how it is, right? Like when you're around like your close friends, you act a certain way. And then when you're around others, you kind of take it back a little bit. Like I'm not close enough to your husband yet that I am used to being my full self around him. And
he got to experience you.
He got to fully, and I was like, that's embarrassing.
I don't know why you think that's embarrassing. I mean, our kids are on the same t-ball team and stuff. Like, he's seen you in mom mode. He's seen you with kids. Like,
yeah, there's a difference though of that and like, I don't know. You know,
you also are like that on our podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't
listen to our
the podcast, but you're not certainly not afraid to be
true.
yourself.
I don't know.
That's
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm being perceived. You know, like
you can see it in like our other videos because we do a lot of recording on my couch, and there's behind us when we're on the couch, there's like a giant window in the wall. On the other side of that window is our kitchen, and then my workspace. Eventually it'll be our dining room table, but for now it's just easier for that to be my workspace.
Yeah.
And so we were hanging out in the workspace, and my husband was chilling on the couch. And so, you know, that Leni stood up and she peeked over the window and was like, oh, there's someone on the couch.
I mean, like, he was like literally less than 6 feet away from me. And I am just like, blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, oh, sorry. I was literally yelling at a sick man right now.
Oh my God. Good times, good times. Well, how are you? What's like the latest with you?
Everything's kind of going well right now. I mean, we've talked about this before. Like, the world is literally a dumpster fire, but like in what I can control, I feel like it's going pretty well.
Also, I mean, good news that Viktor Orban was just voted out.
I know.
And didn't try to say it was a stolen election or anything like that.
That was crazy.
I'll call that a win.
That was a win.
The world is on fire.
But personally, so you all might not know this, but I started doing jujitsu in October of 2024. It's been a great journey for me because, you know, just getting back to being athletic again and being around people, and it has really become like a third space for me, you know?
Explain what a third space is. 'Cause
Yeah.
not everyone may be familiar with
absolutely.
that phrase.
So first space would be your home, right? Second space would be your work. And then your third space is a place that you can go to have community without having to force it.
Yeah.
So think of the show Friends, right? Their third space was that coffee shop. They didn't have to let each other know that they were going there. They could just show up and probably run into one of each other.
Yeah.
So the thing is, as we've gone by in the years, we've really lost our third space here in the United States. And it's
probably why a lot of people long for like religion and community.
Absolutely. And then when we had COVID happen, most of us lost our second spaces.
Oh yeah.
Most of us now. So now everything is done at home. Your work is home. Your living is at home. You don't really communicate with people.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted to find a third space. I did college water polo, and I've done other like team oriented sports. And I was talking, and I was like, you know what? A lot of my family does jiu-jitsu. Why don't I try it out?
Yeah.
There's a 10th Planet near my house. Why don't I go? And I did it, and I loved it. They were all super nice, super inviting, super welcoming, and I've been doing it for a while. And anywho, this upcoming weekend, I am going to compete for my very first time.
Yay!
I am still a white belt. I'm still a very green white belt, even though I haven't been doing it for this long, because I have a very hard time retaining things sometimes. And so anyways, I'm most likely going to lose because I had to go up a weight bracket as well. Okay, so there's brackets, right? So you usually want to compete with people around the same age as you and the same weight class as you. So since I'm over 30, I'm technically in the masters.
Okay.
So white belt masters.
Geriatrics.
Yeah, geriatrics, essentially. They found a better way of saying that. So I'm a white belt masters.
Now they should call them master pregnancies instead of geriatric.
They should. You know what? We got to get this changed.
There we go. Okay, sorry. Yes.
For now on, I'm going to be like, oh, you have a master's pregnancy? That's awesome.
It's a master's pregnancy?
That's a master's pregnancy.
I'm proud of you.
Hell yeah, I like that.
Okay. Master's division.
And then I usually weigh around 143 pounds. But since I've been working out a lot more, I've gained more weight.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No, muscle gains are great.
I feel really hot right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my body's looking really nice.
You get hit on all the time. You are really hot right now.
And so, you're very sweet. So the weight bracket I was going to be in was 136 to 145.
Okay.
And I'm usually 143. Well, I weighed myself and I weighed 147, and I was like, oh, do I want to cut weight? And I was like, no. For something that I'm doing purely for fun,
Yeah.
why am I going to make myself possibly like get an eating disorder again?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not doing it. And so instead, I'm getting bumped up to the 145 to 160 bracket. So I'm going to be at the very bottom of the bracket. I'm also not very good. This is my first competition. So I'm going in, I'm not going in pessimistically. I'm going in realistically.
Okay.
And so I'm probably not going to win, guys. Okay? When I come back, and if you guys want to know, probably not going to come back telling you got to win.
Right.
But I was saying that I think it's going to be really good because my 4-year-old will be there with me.
Yeah.
And he's going through that stage of like not liking losing. Like, you know.
Yes.
So like when you play board games with them, like they'll like try and like throw it at the end if they're losing and stuff like that, or just getting really angry or wanting to be like, I'm faster, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah.
And I think he sees me work out. He goes with me to the gym. And he always talks about, Mama, you're so strong, which is like, is awesome for like us to have that relationship. But I think him going and watching me do something that is out of my comfort zone, that I'm probably not the best at, and that I will probably lose at, and that I'm going to still be happy, I think that's going to be a really good thing for him to see.
Really, really cool.
Because, like, I don't know about you, but, like, my parents didn't, like, do stuff like that growing up. And I didn't get to see healthy losing from, like, the adults in my life.
Can I do a sidebar?
Yeah,
for
please.
This? Okay.
Tangents, what?
I don't want to take your very lovely story, but you just said parents and healthy losing, and I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm just going to bring it up, okay?
Ooh, okay.
No one wants to be on my mom's team during the holidays.
Why?
Like whenever there's a get together for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and and the families are getting together, and you eat, you talk, and then in our family we would usually do like a game.
Yeah.
My mom refuses to lose. She will not lose. She is so flipping competitive. So like, for example, like you'll be playing charades and she's like screaming at the top of her lungs and jumping up and down and like, get it and do this and da-da-da. And it's like so stressful to be around her. And so I refuse to be on her team now for any family games because that was my example. And I'm like, I can't take it. There's too much.
And I am that same exact way. I'm usually so I remember in high school.
It's an extrovert thing.
It is. So in high school, I didn't bring many people home to meet my parents, but like when I would bring a potential partner home to meet my birth father, he would want to play a game called Sequence.
Okay.
And it's like it's a board game, card game, and it's usually teams of 2, and you usually sit across from your teammate and you can't talk about the game. Like you can't talk about strategy during it.
Okay.
And so it's all about like reading people's cues and things like that.
Okay.
And he would want to play that. So it'd be him and his girlfriend against me and my potential partner. And, oh, this is going to sound really mean. Okay. When I was younger, I really liked dumb boys.
Okay. That is mean.
I liked my meatheads.
Oh my God, stop it.
That's
okay.
so mean to say.
So mean.
And so, but I would get so mad because I'd be so bad at strategy games. And I remember once my high school boyfriend was playing and he was doing so poorly and I was like laying it out, silver platter. I wasn't even playing my strategy. I was going off of what he was doing to try and like help him. And we were like losing and I just finally flipped the table and I walked out of my own house and I left him there with my birth father and his girlfriend. I was like, screw all of you, I'm out of this.
Well, you and my mom would be great on a team together then.
But I don't act like that now. I'm an adult now.
Okay. Well, my mom is also an adult. Okay. Well, then go back to how are you changing now to what the example that you're sharing. You're being an example to your son.
I'm trying to be an example.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are okay to lose.
It's okay to lose.
Yeah.
You know, I think that life has taught me that.
Yeah.
I mean, also being in sales, right? Like I have to be okay. Like, I have to live in Delulu land constantly, right? Like, I was saying this to someone else. I was saying this to my therapist earlier today. Shout out, Robin. Like, to be a single self-employed mom, you have to be a little Delulu. You have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And so, like, if I let every single no, like, bring me down, I wouldn't get back up.
Yeah.
I'm told no constantly.
Yeah.
Or I'm told, oh yeah, no, thank you. Oh, or like someone told me, oh, we're looking at houses. Oh, great. You know, if you want me to help you or just like look at your pre-approval, I'm happy to. Oh no, we're good. Like if I let those things like hurt me,
Yeah.
I could not survive.
Right.
And so I think that just like being an adult, working in sales, like doing this, like has really taught me to be okay with losing.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm still going to try really hard.
For sure.
I'm still really competitive with
Yeah.
myself, but I'm not going to let no's and losses stop me from getting up.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I love that.
Thanks. So I want to teach my child that now.
Okay, and so talking about jiu-jitsu a little bit.
Yeah.
So you have invited me because there's a women's night at jiu-jitsu, and you've been like, come with me.
It's
like,
free. It's free on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Self-defense for women only.
Yeah. Well, okay. If it's a self-defense class, maybe that's a little bit different. But like you said that to me, you've said it to me now multiple times, and I haven't really. I guess I hinted at it to you last week, but you say it to me, and I like nod and smile, and I go, yeah, sounds good. I'll let you know if I can make it. But the truth is, inside, I die a little bit because the thought of like full force contact with other people makes me really uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't think I can do jujitsu. Like, it's not. And you're like, I mentioned this to you last week, and you're like, yeah, it's kind of a very full contact sport.
It's very full contact.
Like, if you can't be okay with other people, like, wrangling you to the ground, it's not going to be.
Yeah. I mean, I was the kid growing up that at parent-teacher conference, they'd be like, Lenicia's a really good girl. She just hugs really hard. And
That's
so,
funny.
I mean, me doing jiu-jitsu now makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
So-
yeah. And you love it, and
I brought my friend
you have
Stacy.
you have other friends that are willing to jiu-jitsu with you.
I've conned a few friends to come with me. None have come back for
Twice?
a second time yet.
Okay.
But Marisol said she would. So Marisol, if you listen, I look forward to having you again. You did great. My friend Stacy came. She is like a total sweetheart. Mm-hmm. She's a total, like, how do I say this? Like, she's just so nice. She is not a mean, harsh bone in her body.
Okay. A gentle soul.
She's so gentle.
Okay.
And she's doing it, and she's being so, like, she's like, and this, and just, like, lightly touching me, and I literally grabbed her hands and, like, made her shove me. I'm like, you have to force my body this way. And she's like, I just can't do this. And so I totally get that it's not for everyone, but for me, it's a great just release. I don't drink coffee. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I was doing it at 6 a.m. in the morning, which I want to get back to, but like, it's just starts my day really strong, gets my endorphins going. Like it puts me in a really good headspace. So, that's kind of like my thing that I do right now for like release. What are you doing for release right now?
I do the gym, right?
Yes.
So now we are both part of the same gym. So that when everyone in my household is healthy and I can take the kids to kids club, then that's a great release for me. And then the other thing that I've been really into has been reading and audiobooks.
You're a bookworm.
I am. I've always been, but it's really funny. I was just talking to my mom about this yesterday because so there's an app called the Libby app. I think I've mentioned it before. Yeah. And so you can upload your library card and then you can download books from your library onto your Kindle and then also listen to audiobooks.
That's cool.
And so I was explaining it to my mom this last week. I got her signed up. So she's been exploring Libby World and all that stuff. And then, but when I was talking to her about it and I was telling her like the authors I've been listening to lately and the books that I've been loving, because I'm very much my genre is like psychological thriller.
Ooh.
I really like those thriller ones. And so
do you like Misery from like Stephen King and things like that?
No, I'm not Stephen King. Stephen King's a little bit too like horror creepy for me.
Misery's so good though. If you like a psychological thriller, that is like.
Well, I don't think I've ever read any of Stephen. No, that's not true. I've read what is it? 1969? The one about the assassination of Kennedy and a time traveler. So I don't know if you've read that one.
I haven't. That's one of the ones I haven't read.
Oh, that was one of his that I really liked. So I would, but I listened to that on audiobook. So anyway, I was talking to my mom about this. I was like, look, I kind of oscillate between three things based on my mood. I am either Bravo TV binge watching.
Hell yeah.
Reading books on my Kindle or listening to audiobooks. And so right now I've been pretty deep in audiobook land, especially because like with the kids not feeling well or whatever, like I can get things done around the house.
Yeah.
Or I've downloaded a couple mindless like puzzle games on my iPad. And so I can like do puzzles on my iPad while I'm listening to a book. And
you also love
stimulates
puzzles.
me, and I do love puzzles as well.
That's
cool, another one that I oscillate between.
You got a cool puzzle box. Talk about that.
I do have like it is a puzzle box. It's like this big giant board where I can do the puzzle on it. It has 4 compartments on the sides, and so I can put the pieces in there, and then I have a little plastic piece that goes on top of it so that I can slide the whole thing under my couch because
That's
again,
so cool.
You know, not have that visual clutter in the evening, or if I start a puzzle and then I lose interest or something happens and so I have to put it away for a while, but then I can pull it out and haven't lost my space in the puzzle. So
sick.
Yeah. So it's really funny because like once I find something, I go pretty hard in it for a while and then I get a little bit bored of it. And so I'll pivot because like Kindle, I think I did like 2 years where I didn't touch my Kindle.
Yeah.
And then I picked it back up and I couldn't put it down for the longest time. So I was reading on Kindle, I was reading Brendan Novak books. So she is a local Sacramento author and she does a lot of like, they're kind of thrillers, like very light. There are usually some romance in her books. And it's usually there's like a twist at the end, you know, so I guess that's why I call it a thriller, because there's like a twist where things come together and you fit all of the pieces together. But a lot of them are based in like Cape Cod, or there's one in Lake Tahoe, and so very like beachy vibes and, you know, going back to the little town that you grew up in type situation and interacting with the people from your life from before. So anyway, she's like an easy read. I like her.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if her last name, how you pronounce it, if it's Ware or War. I think it's Ware. So Ruth Ware, Ware, is my current obsession for authors, and her psychological thrillers. Like I was talking to my mom about this. I recommended In a Dark Woods to my mom. She read it last week in like 2 days, and she was like texting me while she's reading it, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening, and this is happening, and this is happening." And I told Mom, it's really cool because the way that Ruth writes, she like yanks the reader back and forth, and you think it's going to go this way, and then she provides more information, and then you're like, sure, it's going to be this, go this way, and then it goes so many different ways.
I love that.
It's so good, and all of her books are like that. So I've read now In a Dark, Dark Woods.
Ruth Ware?
Ruth Ware, yeah.
Okay.
In a Dark, Dark Woods is about, and she is a British author, and so everything is like British countryside or Britain or Scotland or whatever, and like all of the wording is a little bit English.
Different.
Yeah. So like In a Dark, Dark Woods is about a hen night, aka a bachelorette weekend. And that one was really good. And then I read The Perfect Couple, which is like this virologist has a actor boyfriend, and they get picked to be a part of a reality TV show that's like kind of Bachelorette meets like Love Island. And so they go to this island to film it, and then there's a giant storm, and they're stranded on this island, and then there's a ton of murders on the island. So
oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so that one's a fun one. And then The Woman in Cabin 10, that turned into a movie on Netflix. I was about to say,
that's a movie.
Yeah. So they took her book and made it into a movie, I think with Nicole Kidman. I don't know. No. Keira Knightley? I don't know. Someone. Someone's in it.
Someone
is in that film. And so that's about like a mega yacht, a journalist on a mega yacht, and she thinks that she hears a murder next door, and then no one believes her. And so that's because the room is empty. Like there were no guests in the room at all. So that one's really good. And then I read, sorry, I'm just going through all of them.
I love this.
Okay. And then I just finished The Lying Game about these girls. They're in their 30s now, but they all went to high school at a private school together, like at a boarding school. And they would always, like their game was lying. And so, but something happened that caused them all to have to leave the school when they were like 17 or 15, 16, something like that, 17. And so then that thing that happened brings them all back together 17 years later. And so that one is very interesting. And now I'm reading The Death of Mrs. Westaway, The Death of Mrs. Westaway, which is about this woman who leaves her entire estate to a granddaughter that she's never met, but this girl gets mistaken for the granddaughter, and she's like down on her luck, doesn't have any money.
So she just pretends to be. So
she's pretending to be the granddaughter. I know. It's so good. So all of her books, and what did I just list? Like 5 books, and I've listened to all those in like the last 2 weeks on audiobooks. So I'm just binging her so hard right now.
I was in a big reading kick last year for a little bit, and then I got out of it. The last book that I really enjoyed was, it's called Valario.
Okay.
I don't know. Xavier, I don't remember his last name. I forgot his last name, was the author, and I like my books sad. I don't know why.
I can't do sad books.
I don't know.
Life is too short for sad books.
And so,
okay.
Trigger warnings. Nothing too bad. Anyways. So this book is about like the first chapter. You will like the first few pages. You are crying.
I'm never going to read this book.
You're never going to read this book.
Never.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to, when I read, it's supposed to make me feel better about life, not cause me to feel worse.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm also the person who falls asleep listening to murder podcasts. But the book, it's about this like girl and her single mom and her sister, and they're all just like living together they're living in South America, like I think like a very small, like coastal South American country. And essentially a big like hurricane happens, and the whole country is like shut down. I think it's like supposed to be like in Haiti or something. Okay. But the whole country is like separated. Like their town completely separated from the rest of civilization. Her sister dies in that accident.
Yeah.
But the younger sister found her sister's body and like kept a piece of her body as a memento.
Oh, God.
And like the whole town gets like stuck in this like cultish environment because they're trying to survive without outside help.
Yeah.
And so she's like going through this cult and she's like talking to her dead sister essentially.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
it's
That's
like this
really traumatizing.
Yeah. So that's the last book I read that I really liked.
God. Okay.
And
why don't you read A Perfect Couple? I think that one would be up
okay,
your
I'll
alley.
read A Perfect Couple.
I think it'll be up your alley. A ton of people die in it.
Oh yeah, people die. Lenny will love it.
I'm just saying. And I mean, it's similar vibes, right? Like they're stranded on this island without no contact, and they have to survive, and there's a murderer among them. So
yeah, this one's a good book. And then other than Jiu-Jitsu right now, what I'm really into, well, I was really into anime again for a while.
okay.
So I'm a total nerd, guys. Sorry to break these news. I know you guys all thought I was probably really cool. I'm not. So I was really into anime. So I've been watching a lot of anime on Crunchyroll. But now I've been sucked back into my K-dramas. So
K-pop?
No.
Korean
dramas.
Okay.
But I'm really into like, okay, my books I like sad. My TV shows, I don't.
Okay.
I'm a rom-com girly.
Oh, okay.
And so I know, right? That's like, it's funny, but like my K-dramas, I like them silly. I like them whimsical. I love a little love triangle. I love the side quests that things go on. Like I love all of that. So right now the one I'm watching, it's like going to be over in like 2 episodes. It is about a gal who she like in college, like just hunkered down and like during her early years of like her 20s, she like just hunkered down and was like really in work mode, like getting a good job, working hard.
Okay.
And now that she's in her 30s, she's like, I need to start dating. Like I haven't dated my entire life. I'm 30 something years old. I've never kissed anyone. Okay. Like, I should probably start figuring out what to do.
Okay.
And so she goes on her first blind date. So in Korea, I guess going on blind dates is more common.
Okay.
And so, like, it's normal for you to, like, ask your friends or your couple friends who, like, have a good relationship to, like, set you up with somebody.
Okay.
So she's drunk one night and she, like, messages everybody. And is like, somebody set me up on a good blind date. And so she goes on the very first one. It's a sweet, sweet guy, and she likes him, but she ends up, just like a comedy of errors happens throughout the night. She's like, okay, well, this is never going to work. Okay. And so they never see each other again. And then she ends up going on another blind date, and it goes awful. And it ends up being a love triangle between these people, even though she went on a bunch of other dates, and because they just ended up all working out. And then she has to choose between hot actor guy or like sweet like boy whose parents own a restaurant, and like it's just cutesy things like that. So like I have my little mind numbing like happy go lucky moments.
Yeah.
It's just my books. I like them dark.
Yeah, you do.
I like them very dark.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, there was also another book I read that was really good. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Nope. Can't think of the name of it. It's like right there on my frontal lobe. Nope. It was about a double agent spy in the Vietnamese War.
Ooh.
That one was really good.
That's
and
cool.
They made a TV show on it, and I did not like the TV show.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Robert Downey Jr. is in it, and he plays multiple characters.
Why does he do that?
Why does he do that? Why did they let him do that?
That's his like thing, huh? It's kind of his shtick.
Yeah.
He likes to.
But what's nice about this one, that book, was the narrator was an unreliable narrator. So the entire book, you're getting unreliable information. And so you're having to piece together what is the actual truth.
Oh my god!
And so that one was a really fun read.
That's fun.
It is fun.
That's really fun. I wish you gotta remember the name and then you gotta share it. Look it up. Look it up while we're talking.
I'm gonna look it up.
I have a wait right now, so I'm a part of the Sharon McMahon book club. Sharon McMahon, from as Sharon says so, she does like political stuff on Instagram. But I'm part of her book club. I read some of the books. I don't read some of the books. And I have one that is have the book on hold. I'm waiting for it to come up in the library. It's called 1929, and it's about the stock market crash. And it's like a really interesting, from what I've heard, it's a very interesting take on.
What is it called?
1929.
Ooh, I want to read that.
Yeah, so that's on my to read as soon as it comes up. Okay, you found the book.
You did. It's called The Sympathizer. It's by Viet Thanh Nguyen. And the little synopsis it has on here is a gripping literary spy novel about the northern Vietnamese mole embedded in the South Vietnamese refugee community in Los Angeles after the fall of Saigon. So it's a really good book.
Okay, I'm going to write this. I'm going to put it on my Libby app right now while we're talking.
Yeah, The Sympathizer. I'm not kidding. Great read. And like I said, having a false narrator the entire book makes you...
Do you know that he's a false narrator, or you find out at the end?
You find out as it goes because he contradicts himself multiple times in the story. You will read the book and you're
it's
like
a series. Did you know it's a series?
It's a series?
It says number 1 in series. Okay, let me look. Oh yeah, The Committed.
Now I gotta read The Committed.
He's got two books now.
Dang, it's a really good book though, because you're like a few chapters in and you're like, wait, he said this other thing about this person. And so you're like, it kind of makes you like wonder if you're remembering correctly, because yeah, it's a good book.
I love that.
I like this book a lot.
Okay, cool. I just put it, I have little tags on Libby, and so I just put it as a borrow next so that when I'm ready, I can.
Nice.
I wonder if they have it as a whatchamacallit, audiobook. Yes, that's what I want.
I mean, I have the physical book at home.
Oh.
I'm also a physical book person.
Yeah. I used to be, but now I really like having my Kindle that I can just plop place. But I also have 2 physical books that I'm reading right now. So one of them is The Full Fee Agent, which I borrowed from Darcy. She was interview number 2.
Shout out Darcy.
Hey, Darcy. And then the second one I'm reading is called Democracy in Retrograde. And
You've mentioned that one.
Yeah. So those 2 I've been working through for a long time, because I don't think I've picked him up in a good 2 or 3 weeks. But I try to read a chapter every day when I can. But, you know, life's been a little crazy with sicknesses in our household.
What kind of Bravo shows are you into?
Definitely The Housewives.
Do you have a favorite?
Okay, so I do Beverly Hills. And then
Do they still make episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Orange County and Salt Lake City. Those are my 3. I don't know. It's the franchises have really changed over the years from being something where you get a peek into these women's lives to now it's just like a group of women who live in the area and go on trips and have fights.
Oh.
So it's like losing its appeal a little bit.
Yeah, I want the peek into the lives.
Like I want that's what I loved about Beverly Hills, is you'd see like these giant mansions and you'd get to like see these people live in their giant homes. But no, they're like almost never home anymore, or if they are, they're in their kitchen or in their backyard. Those are the 2 spots that they sit and chat.
I've only watched
fight.
The Real Housewives once in like 2013 maybe.
Okay.
Because my friend was sick and I was like staying and helping her get better.
Okay.
And she was really into it, and so I watched New Jersey.
Oh, okay. I never got into that one.
And so I watched it and I was like, these women are crazy.
They are crazy.
And
it is entertaining.
I loved it. And but it was fun getting to watch them take their kids to dance or like auditions or like you said, like watch them in their household.
Yeah, it's really changed over the years. It's not that anymore. It's like they take turns taking each other on elaborate vacations. So they'll like go to Lake Tahoe and get a mansion in Lake Tahoe for the week, or they'll go to Italy and be in a villa for a week. And I'm like, well, I mean, this is not so. But I like that one. Summer House, which there's a giant scandal. Oh, it's a group of people. Okay, so Vanderpump Rules. Do you know Vanderpump Rules?
It's a show about restaurants.
Lisa Okay, so this is how much time do we have? Okay, you guys are gonna you're getting your Bravo education right now.
Also, you're learning. Amanda and I, we're really close friends, but we have different likes.
This is true.
We live different lives.
We do.
Which I really enjoy.
I know, it's fun. It's fun. Okay, so Lisa Vanderpump was one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She got her money through restaurateuring in England, and then she started opening up places in like Hollywood and LA-ish area. I think Hollywood, West Hollywood is where a lot
I've
of her
eaten
places-
at one of the restaurants.
Which one?
The one that looks like a bird cage. It's in Beverly Hills.
Was it Pump?
Maybe.
Was it the gay bar? The gay restaurant?
Yeah, it was gay.
With like all of the servers wore pink, very low cut.
No.
Bird cage. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of birds
Okay.
in decoration there.
It wasn't Sir? Or
It was Sir.
It was Sir.
It was Sir.
Okay. So Vanderpump Rules follows the servers of Sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there you go.
That's
okay.
right.
Okay. Well, you may have interacted. You may have been served by one of the birdcage restaurant. I can't.
I feel like there was a lot of bird decorations.
I could see that. Like, I've never been there in person, but now that you say that, like, I could get that vibe from her. Ashley, if she's listening to this episode, is going to be laughing because she's my Bravo watcher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She and I chat about Bravo all the time. Okay,
I love that.
Vanderpump Rules. It came out, they're around my age, you know, they're kind of like late 30s to mid 40s is kind of the age range now, like that these people were. So this series started probably 15 years ago, I think right when I was getting out of college or while I was in college, like that. So they were young 20s working at this restaurant, and all of the people at the restaurant are like also aspiring actors, and so many love triangles, and everyone has slept with one another, and there's so much drama and so much cheating that happens on the show, which I know that's like not fun.
I don't like cheating, but I love a love triangle. Oh
my God.
I love sleeping with everybody. I love the messiness.
And then, so like one of the main girls, her name's Stassi, and she's just like this, she thinks she is queen bitch, and she is.
Is she?
She kind of is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, but she, so anyway, I've been watching this for like 15 years, and it was really good. I mean, it was enjoyable to me. As they've gotten older, it's become more pathetic than enjoyable because, you know, you're like, okay, it was funny when you were in your early 20s.
Yeah.
Now you guys are like marrying each other and having kids, but then getting divorces, and it's messy, and there's kids involved now.
Yeah.
And so there was a really, really, really big scandal where it was cheating love triangle where two were in a really committed relationship, and then the one's best friend slept with her boyfriend. And like, so anyway, the show, that was pretty much the demise of the show, was that. And so now they've rebooted the show with 20-somethings again, because
that makes more sense.
As it makes more sense. But I haven't really been able to get into the new cast. But then what they did is they took the people not in the scandal from Vanderpump Rules, and they created a spin-off show called The Valley, because now they all live in the Valley.
Oh, okay.
And so then, you know, I kind of watched that show, but that one's super depressing for the same reasons. Like, all of the drama is like, I'm like, boy, you are 45 years old. Like, you need to get your life together. Like, why are we... No. Anyway, so those are my Bravos that I watch.
I love it.
So
I think this is Bravo, and I only watch it when I'm flying.
Okay.
Which I think is funny.
Okay.
But I
Which
watch Below Deck.
Oh, yes.
But
Below
I
Deck.
only watch Below Deck when I fly.
That's funny that's like your safe show when you're flying.
That's I don't know
like
why.
your comfort
It's
show.
my comfort show when I'm flying.
Yeah.
I totally just binge and the thing is, because you go on different planes and there's different episodes and seasons available, I have watched them completely out of order. There is no order. It's all chaos in my head. And
I really liked that show when it first came out. And then I think for the first 3 iterations, I was a pretty loyal watcher. And then once it started to be 4 or 5 different versions of the same show, I was like, this is too much. I can't do it. But like even their original, like Ben the cook, oh my God, he's so funny. He's such an ass, but he's like the best chef that there ever will be. And then what was the original stewardess? Kate.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, tall, skinny, blonde.
Yep.
Yep. A little bitchy.
Yeah.
A lot bitchy.
But there's just like really funny lines that I get from that.
I know.
Like there's this one where she's like, because I'm Latina. And they're like, are you Latina? And then she's like, no, but inside I am. And so it's just like the funny little one-liners like that get me.
Oh, that's so good.
But I love brain rot. Like you and I both love.
Oh yeah.
I know that it's not good for us. I know that I've talked about it before that I really limit the amount of television and screen time that my child gets.
Sure. But not when it comes to you.
No, there's no limitation when it comes to me.
Yeah.
I am on my phone doom scrolling till the break of dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love brain rot.
Yeah.
I love stupid little memes, and I'm sending them to you. I'm sending them to all my closest friends, and I don't care how many I bombard you with.
Well, I have, because you got rid of TikTok, and so I have a saved folder on TikTok that I just go through every time you come over. Oh, let's see what videos I saved to show you, because I can't send them to you.
It's really funny because I have an Instagram, in my Instagram, under my saved, I have a collection called to show, but they're to show no one. Because I don't send these to anyone. I just have an entire, look at this, an entire collection of videos.
God, what are you doing with those?
All of these that no one's ever going to get. These are ones that I'm like, these don't fit anyone that I know that would like these. And I don't want to like them because then people would know that, because Instagram shows your likes to people now.
Yeah.
Which I think is really funny, guys. I think it's really funny. And I'm like, oh, so that's what you like. And so anyways, these are my ones that I'm like, these are just ones.
I like these, but I'm not sharing these with anyone.
I like them, but I'm not liking them, and I'm not sharing them with anyone.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so I have very silly ones. Very silly ones on here.
Are you a movie person? I'm not. I can't do movies.
I was just talking about this. Other than anime and K-dramas, I don't really watch TV or movies alone.
Okay.
If you want to watch it with me, I will do it.
Yeah.
I think that's a communal thing.
Right.
But like on my own, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't, like, Michael will watch the same movies over and over and over again. And I'll be like, why are you watching that again? Didn't you just watch that 6 months ago? He'll be like, no, it's been 2 years. I'm like, okay. And he, like, I don't know. He always has something on his phone.
When I was little, I was a movie watcher.
Yeah.
Like, I know this sounds really weird, but one of my favorite movies when I was like a little kid.
Bambi?
No. Well, yeah, I did love Bambi.
Yeah, because the mom dies and...
My child just watched Bambi the other day for the very first time. Didn't realize. They took things out, by the way.
Did they? It's probably for the best.
Fox and Hound, one of my favorites.
Oh my God, that one's so sad too.
I have an original movie poster of it.
Oh my gosh.
At my house that I bought drunk at a Comic-Con once.
Nice.
No, but one of my favorite movies as a kid was Fools Rush In.
What's that one about?
You know the guy who plays Chandler Bing in Friends? So he's in it. This is not a kid's movie, but for some reason I fell in love with it.
It sounds vaguely
familiar. It's the
familiar.
1997 film with Matthew Perry and Selma Hayek.
Okay.
By the way, this is my gay awakening movie.
Okay.
So there's a scene.
Wait, show me the...
Oh, yeah.
Show me the...
There is a scene.
Read the synopsis to me, please.
Okay. Fools Rush In is a romantic comedy starring Matthew Perry and Selma Hayek about a New York real estate developer and a Mexican-American woman who have a one-night stand in Las Vegas, leading to an unexpected pregnancy and marriage, forcing them to navigate their cultural differences and family pressures.
I have never seen this.
One of my favorite movies, starting at like 8 years old.
Okay, wait. Why was this your gay awakening? It doesn't sound like it's a gay...
Okay. There is a scene, everyone, where Selma Hayek is in the kitchen and she's cooking and she's got this dress on and she's just dancing and cooking, and Matthew Perry comes in and he just stands there in the doorway and is just like watching her, and I felt like him, and I'm just like, I want to come home to that.
Okay.
And for some reason my parents would just like buy random movies, and like I was home alone a lot and I would just like put it on, and I watched the movies so much as a child, an embarrassing amount.
You're funny.
So yeah, I also watched the movie Rent a lot growing up. You know, the movie about...
The movie about AIDS and
AIDS?
everyone dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's also one of... Yeah, so...
Okay. All right, Lenicia. All right.
Too much? Oh.
No. I'm just laughing. That's so funny.
Man. Yeah, I'm really glad that we could do this episode today, though. Just like
this is
talk
like
about nothing and everything.
I would love to do this, every, even if we do every 5 episodes or whatever, just like a chit chat, crying versus thriving, talk about, get to know each other a little bit better.
I know, right?
Share our recommendations with those that are listening. This was perfect. This was exactly what I was hoping it would be.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Yay!
So good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming in.
Yeah, for being here. We appreciate all of you. We really do.
Yeah. Now you know what my gay awakening is.
Fools rushing.
And I hope you look up this scene because it is a beautiful scene. It's like she's just living life. Anywho, catch us on the next episode.
We'll see you guys soon. Have a great one.
Peace.
That's Realty Check. Real lives, real estate, and the conversations most people do not want to have. We'll talk soon.